Hello, 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 Scorpio. Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Carly, also known as Mama Manifests, and I'm just extremely honored, humbled, and grateful to be able to bring you these divine messages. All right. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer before I get into things. All right, spirit guides, ascended masters, all that is divine and light, thank you so much for connecting me with the energy of Scorpio, and more importantly, whoever was drawn to this reading. Thank you so much for that. Please help us both being myself and the receiver of this message, receive these messages, right? Let's receive these messages. Let's get into receiving mode. Let's see what the divine has for us. So today, basically how I'm going to do this reading is I have 7 questions. I have 7 questions for the divine, and we're going to pull cards and see whatever comes out. And then we're going to have a conversation about it. Okay, we're going to have a conversation about it, about these 7 questions. We'll see where things go. Also, at the end of the reading, I am going to pull 1 card from the Archetype, the Wild Unknown Archetype book by Kim Krans. And I'm just going to go ahead and read from the book. I might get some intuitive messages from these cards, but she is amazing. And she outlines each energy or archetype so very well. I almost feel like it's like the updated version or the 2019, 2020 version of the tarot. And these are just gorgeous. So that's what we're going to do at the end to kind of close everything up, connect the dots. All right, so just jumping right in, Scorpio, you amazing, intense water sign. I did a little bit of meditation. I did a little bit of meditation on your energy, whoever's messaged you, throat chakra. Whoever's energy I was connecting with, I just saw 222. Okay, you guys. So I saw it like right when I looked up at the camera. That could mean something to you. What I would advise you to do, Spirit's telling me to kind of hold back on the messages with 222 and encourage you to kind of like go Google messages from 222, and you will be guided towards whatever you're guided to. Trust that. And see what further messages come through beyond this reading. Anyway, I was meditating on your energy, and the first thing I saw was a meditating person, right? You in meditation. And then I saw butterflies kind of rise up, okay? And at first, I just thought it was so funny because I don't know, Scorpio is a lot like Taurus. I mean, we are like opposite sides of the wheel, but like we have this really tough exterior. And I know like I have kind of a tough exterior, even though I'm like jello on the inside. And I assume maybe you guys are the same. Like you feel really heavily, you're really intense and things like that. So I almost found it funny to see like you like sitting there in the Om position and butterflies, you know, going on. But the message that I'm really getting from that is, you know, it's an extremely transformative time for you guys, you know. The butterfly, you know, being, you know, the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, transformation, total transformation that I think is even surprising you, because like that's the kind of energy that came in was like, I'm really surprised to see Scorpio, you know, in the Om position with all these purple butterflies, by the way, around you. Also, I would encourage you to kind of look up and see what you're led to with the butterfly, because that animal totem is coming in strong for you. And then I also saw in that meditation, I saw you kind of do this circular motion up and down. So I don't know if you guys have been doing yoga, right? I don't know if you guys have been doing yoga, but I did see this circular motion, just kind of like, you know, the energies are kind of flowing and everything. And then later on in the meditation, there was a separate thing that I saw, and it was a Venn diagram. And then I literally heard Venn diagram. And I was like, what? Like, because I remember when I was like a long time ago, you know, in school, we had a Venn diagram on the board every morning, and we had to do this thing. Anyway, side note, but I just haven't thought about a Venn diagram in such a long time. And if anybody doesn't know that, what that is, it's those two circles that are separate, but then they kind of go on top of each other, and find out what there is in common. And so I'm almost getting from the Venn diagram, you know, message that you used to think everything was so black and white, and you used to think that you were very firm in your belief system, and that is changing. You know, you're kind of realizing that there's this gray area, that there's this everybody has their own journey, and you know, even though somebody else may not believe what you believe, or you may not believe what somebody else believes, you guys can kind of adopt each other's philosophies, okay? And really just come into your own belief system. You're realizing that nobody else needs to believe in your values, and you don't want to be boxed in by anybody else's set of values, right? And you're kind of realizing that you can merge the two worlds together, you know, the two ideas, the two beliefs. You're realizing that this can be true, but also this can be true at the same time. How is that possible? I don't know, you know. The spiritual journey is it's so interesting, right? And that's like really what's coming through. And then to tie everything together, because Venn diagrams are circular, and because I saw the meditating man or woman, you know, doing this thing, I'm really feeling the circle, right? I'm really feeling the circle, and the circle shows up so much in our own in our realities. But on top of that, I got the message that you're realizing like life is cyclic, and you go through these cycles, right? You go through these cycles and things change, right? And I think that that's what you're doing right now. I really do. We'll see what comes out in the cards, but I think that you guys are leaving one cycle, a cycle that was constricted, and your beliefs were always the same, and you didn't really think that there was much more, but you're kind of slowly realizing there's a lot more, and this is what the new cycle is all about. And that's exciting, you guys. That's a really exciting thing. So I'm really excited to start asking these questions. Oh my gosh, I've spent almost 8 minutes on just talking about what came through in meditation. Let's jump into the cards and see what the divine has to add to these messages. So the first question that we are going to ask the divine spirits, angels, God, whatever you want to call it, like that's the message. That you can call it whatever you want, you know, and you're realizing that. Where is Scorpio currently at? Like, what's going on right now? What's been going on? What's going on with Scorpio? Ooh. The Five of Pentacles did want to show itself. It didn't come out, but that card is all about kind of like feeling alone, like left out in the cold, which may have triggered, you know, you feeling kind of disconnected from the world, may have triggered this new open mind you have, okay? Where are you currently at? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is hilarious. This is like confirming everything I just said. I saw you guys in meditation pose. Guess what card came out to where you're currently at? The Four of Swords, which literally is, you know, it's the card after the battle where you rest and recuperate. Or, you know, for me, it's the meditation card. When I see this card, I know to jump in meditation. And it is paired up with the Hierophant, okay? I could, it's like, this is the card, this is the major arcana of Taurus. It could mean something to you, it might not. But much more importantly, you went through a battle recently, and you're in the place where you're kind of resting and recuperating, and there's this new information coming in. The Hierophant to me means so many things. I mean, I'm a Taurus, so like this energy, he's the keeper of spiritual wisdom, you know. He has the keys in his hand. They're the keys to this next cycle that you're going in. But it can also mean like how we were talking about, like the Hierophant unawakened, or the dark side of the Hierophant. If you were to be here, he's very rigid, right? He has very structured beliefs. He's always believed the same thing, and nobody is going to tell him otherwise. But it did come out upright. And so this really is, they're just doubling down on what came through for you in meditation, right? Your world is expanding. Oh my gosh, Scorpio, this is amazing. This is like such an amazing time. So just continue doing what you're doing. Like seriously, you guys are right on track. Continue meditating, because you know, some people say meditation's not for them, and I don't understand that, but that would be me, you know, in reverse here. For me, meditation, it brings me in the present moment. It brings so much clarity. It connects me with the divine. It takes out all the noise so I can actually hear myself, right? And it seems like you guys have figured that out. Figured out that key of meditation in your life and the importance of it for you. And I think it's been bringing you a lot of peace and a lot of wisdom, okay? A lot of wisdom. Like your mind is just like so in expansion mode right now. And that is like so exciting. All right, where are you trying to go, Scorpio? Where is Scorpio trying to go? Where is Scorpio going? Down a spiritual journey, right? Does this one want to come out? Okay, we'll pull this one first. It's the first one came out. Okay, where are you trying to go? We have Major Arcana here, the Justice card. This is the card of Libra. It could mean something to you, but even more than that, you are balancing out the scales. I have a feeling you've been going through a lot, you know? Like I saw that Five of Pentacles, and that Five of Pentacles triggered this whole mind expansion thing. And now, you know, you're at this, where you're trying to go is to balance out your karmic justice. And that's not a bad thing, right? Like people use that, just in our society, karma is like used almost as a weapon, right? And karma, to me, I have my own definition, is like all about awareness of how our actions affect other people, the way that we want to be treated, and really understanding, you know, because we all make mistakes and nobody's perfect. And so justice really gives us the opportunity to see, you know, things that we didn't see before in a different perspective. It's really exciting, you guys. This is wisdom, you know, and once you like, the more you balance it out and the more you are really learning the things that you came here to learn, the wiser you become, the more aligned you become with your purpose. And so, yeah, exciting stuff, guys. What else came out? Because you are headed right towards a new beginning and living your divine purpose. Like I just said, all of this has been the journey. You guys are at a really exciting time. Like I feel like there's just so much mind expansion going on. You know, you're surprising yourself, like I said before, because you've kind of always been, what am I thinking here? Kind of always been a one-way track. Like this is how it works. These are the way things are. But, you know, it probably got boring at some point, you know, whatever. I could go all day. But yes, you guys, this balancing of the scales and this awareness is going to be the tools and the just everything that walks you right into this new beginning. Okay, and this is just like such an exciting time. You guys are getting amazing energies, cards. Like I'm feeling it so heavily. What fear? What fear is holding the amazing Scorpio back right now? What fears? What fears do we got going on, Scorpio? All right. fears that life is always going to be the same, that maybe you aren't going anywhere, that this path leads to nowhere. I get it. Like there's been so many times where I'm like, why am I going all through this? Is this all real? Your mind is expanding. Your consciousness is expanding. Your ego mind needs to take that in doses. That's why we need to take these times out for rest and relaxation. But yeah, I almost get this fear that you are worried. It's weird with the Knight of Pentacles coming through, you know, that, you know, this has been fun. This journey's been fun, you know, but basically that's it. And that it's not really leading you anywhere. You guys, it is. It's leading you somewhere spectacular, okay? Don't be afraid of change, okay? Don't be afraid of changing your belief system. Don't be afraid that people are gonna see, you know, sorry, I just gotta grab some water, hydrate. I need another sip. Don't be afraid that things aren't going to change, because they are, and just be patient with yourself right now. You know, like you're like, I've just been so patient. I'm doing the same things over and over. It's kind of boring, Carly, Mama Manifests, whatever you want to call me. I get it. You're going somewhere. This isn't all for no reason. Like, you know, you're not making yourself so uncomfortable with this mind expansion through these new methods that you picked up for no reason. You're doing big things out here. It takes courage. It takes willingness. It takes open-mindedness to even consider taking a look at yourself and balancing out these scales, right? Come on now. Pat yourself on the back, because you're headed somewhere great. Let's go. All right. What does Scorpio need to let go of right now? What does Scorpio need to let go of right now? You're holding on, you guys. Holding on to something. What are you holding on to? Holding on to, because the cards aren't coming out. That's why I'm getting that message. There's one. Oh, geez. You're holding on to the Hanged Man. Another major arcana. 1, 2, 3 out of 6 cards. Transformation time. Transformation time. Transformation time. Okay. This, what do you need to let go of? Okay. You need to let go of, he's hanging there, you know, upside down. And he's kind of like just waiting, you know. There's not like much going on, like kind of in this card. And maybe if you want some, you know, excitement in your life, do some things to shake it up. Let's see here. This is the card of Pisces. That could also mean something to you. Let me take a second and just look at it, you know. Need to let go. It's just weird in the position. He's waiting there and he's waiting for a new perspective. Maybe it looks like you are, though, taking the initiation, like initiative. Sorry, you guys. It looks like you are taking the initiative to, you know, seeing a new perspective and kind of like waiting. But maybe the guidance is like, stop waiting for something to happen, okay? And create the new beginning for yourself. Yes, that's the message. Sorry, it just took a second, you guys. Stop waiting for things to happen. Let's keep doing this. I'm not saying that like we need to throw this away. Let's start doing things to, you're at a moment right now. You guys are at a moment. It's a big moment. You guys have some new beginnings happening. You know, I feel like a lot of creativity. You want to share the knowledge that you've learned, right? But you kind of fear that, you know, maybe you're crazy and like anything you have to say, like nobody's going to listen to. It's not true, okay? But it's not true at all. But like, let's let things happen. Let's like pull down the resistance, you know, let's realize that your journey is very real. Let's realize like you've like learned so many things, right? You have keys of inspiration, you know, to help other people in whatever way that means for you, okay? Trust that, Scorpio. Trust that. How are you viewing yourself, Scorpio? How is Scorpio viewing themselves? How is Scorpio viewing themselves? One more, I think. Let's see if one more wants to come out with that. I'm getting like you're feeling exposed almost, you know, like we have the 9 of Wands here and it did want to fall out like upside down. Traditionally, I know this energy so well. It's like on guard, like, you know, oh, you guys, exciting. You've been on guard, you know, there have been things on this journey that have happened, you know, as the balancing of the scales is happening, that's kind of made you, you know, maybe it was relationships. Hold on, my battery thing came up. Maybe it was relationships, maybe it was situations that kind of made you put your guard up and you're like in protection mode and you're like, this is mine, it's all mine and nobody can get in, got it, got it, got it. It being reversed, you viewing yourself is you're ready to let your guard down. You're ready to let your guard down and share your wisdom, you know, share your wisdom and really get out there. You know, you're ready to let it down and, you know, see a different perspective. You know what I mean? Maybe this is like your life energy of how you really viewed yourself, you know? Nobody gets in. If they do, I shall push them away. I'm a Scorpio. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Your guys' like season was the most transformative. So I'm allowed to talk. I'll talk crap on Taurus all day long, which is me. You know, we all have our things, but you're like, maybe this has been you your whole life where you're like, you know, I'm building a moat around my castle and there's going to be a draw door and, you know, people outside protecting it. And the Knight of Pentacles is there too, like taking care of everything. Secret password to get in, whatever. Okay. But you're ready to let your guard down. Came out reversed. And that's how you're viewing yourself. It's a beautiful, it's awesome, you guys. That's like a big shift. That's transformation. You're ready to let your guard down. Okay. It's a process, but I'm proud of you for even coming to the conclusion that maybe it's time to let my guard down. How are others viewing you, Scorpio? That's the next question. How are others? They fell on the ground. I'm going to get one more with this. All right, you guys. Others are viewing you as the 7 of Wands. All right. And this card to me, let's look at it. Let's dissect it. Because that's what Scorpios like to do. Let's dissect the 7 of Wands. He's sitting on a dragon and he has 6 other wands pointing at him. Okay. There's 6 wands. He's outnumbered. Okay. But he's sitting on a dragon. He's sitting on a dragon. One blow of fire out of that dragon's mouth and those wands go bye-bye. Right? So with this being with how others are viewing you, people saw that you had your guard up, going from how you view yourself. People saw that. People see you that way, okay? But they also see you as victorious because they can see that you, my friend, are on a dragon, okay? Don't mess with Scorpio. That's a good thing, you know? I mean, we don't want to be pushing people away because, you know, we put off such aggressive, don't F with me energy. But it's good. Like, people respect you. That's what I'm getting. People realize that, like, yeah, Scorpio is to be respected. And if I come at Scorpio, they're going to, you know, tell this dragon to spit hot fire at me, which nobody wants. I'm going to see how else, because that's a little aggressive. And I'm sure that there's like a softer side that people are also viewing you. And I want to just like share that with you as well, that aspect of you. Yes, I love this. In this, okay, we have the Ace of Swords. So people know that, okay, cool, you guys. Okay, people know that they can trust what you are saying. So that just gives me so much excitement, because when you say things, you kind of like stand by your word, right? You do. And if you are to shift your paradigm, which you are in the middle of doing with the Venn diagram, with the Hierophant, with the meditation and the balancing of the justice, and, you know, taking the guard down and all of that, if people see you doing that and then speaking your truth about what you've learned on your journey and how it's impacted you, they're going to take that so seriously. It's going to make a deep impact. And so that's really awesome. I mean, cool, you guys. Like, yeah, I do feel like maybe some people feel that like you have been combative. Every single person has a different perspective of us, right? Like, you can ask one person what they think and it might be something, and then another person what they think and it might be something completely different. That's fine. We all have different experiences with different people. So I do feel a little bit that some people may view you as like aggressive, like ready to fight, which I get it. I'm a Taurus. So like, you know, fighting, or, you know, the bull, as you can imagine, you know, some people probably view me this way too. But like I said, the really strong message that is coming in is that people respect you. People know that you speak the truth. People know that how long it takes you to come to your decision of the truth. And so when you let your guard down and share those things with them, they respect it, and it makes a really big impact. So really good stuff, you guys. Really good stuff. All right, let's move into the most exciting part of the reading, and that is, what is the guidance from Spirit? What is the guidance from the universe? What is the guidance from God? Whatever you want to call it. All right, what guidance do we have from Spirit? Like I said, I'm going to pull some from the tarot deck that we were using, and then I have a bunch of oracles, which I can tell you about whatever ones I'm led to, okay? What guidance from Spirit do we have to just continue this beautiful, lovely, transformative, mind-expanding, consciousness-expanding journey for the lovely Scorpio? What guidance do we have for them at this time? Trust your judgment and let the divine in to do its thing. This is the card, like I said, we're getting close to the end, the circles, right? We were talking about at the beginning, cyclic, cycles. The World card comes right after the Judgment card, okay? And I'm almost getting that you're kind of like in this final phase of like, almost like inventory, you know, like I said, you were worried about like this whole journey not really going anywhere and meaning anything. Looks like you're going to decide that it does mean something, right? It looks like you are going to decide to really make that final transformation. You're going to make that judgment. And on top of it, trust yourself. Trust everything else. Trust your intuition. And trust the divine. There's a divine order to all of this. And the judgment is in, guys. This is exciting. The judgment is in that you have been willing to look at yourself. Okay? That's amazing. This is like, you guys, like, this is an amazing, amazing reading. I know I keep saying that, but I just love where you're at, and I can see how much work that you, my beautiful Scorpio friend, have done on yourself. Do we have any further guidance from the Crystal Visions Tarot? Any further guidance from Spirit? From the divine? All right, they say no. No, ma'am. Where are we gonna go? You know what? I'm gonna jump into the Work Your Light Oracle. Work Your Light Oracle, and we're gonna see what that has to say, because these are all about like living your divine purpose, most of the cards, and that's like where you're stepping into. I feel like you're stepping into a whole new world. May want to listen to that song. Yes, do it, please. It's a Disney song. It's one of my favorites. From Aladdin, A Whole New World. a whole a new fantastic point of view, whatever. No one to tell us no or where to go. Now, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. And I feel like that's almost like with yourself. You're discovering this whole new side of yourself, and it's a whole new world, right? It's a whole new world, right? It's a whole new world for you. Everything, it's awesome, okay? Don't know where that came from. Side note, Scorpio, side note. Okay, I'm gonna just, yeah, let's see. What is the guidance from, what is the guidance for Scorpio? Okay, what guidance? Okay, you got 2. Transformation. Did I not say that? You are going to sit on your throne. Look at you. Wow, powerful. This card seems so scorpionic to me too. You know, it reminds me of the Death card, which is your card in the Oracle or in the Tarot, the traditional Tarot. It's your major arcana. Things are changing in a cellular level. Deep healing. Yes. That's what you're doing here. You're doing deep healing, right? You were in battle with yourself, with whatever you were in battle with. You were in battle, right? You made the conscious choice though to come out, and now you're rewarded with transformation. Your cells are literally changing, okay? Your DNA is literally changing. How you view the world is changing. Your belief system's changing. Your relationships changing. What you expect out of yourself changing, okay? Absolutely gorgeous. Transformation, deep healing. You deserve it. You deserve every single thing right now that's coming to you. And trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Yeah. I'm getting like the same vibe off this card that I got with this like Knight of Pentacles. Trust the path. It's not fake. You know what I mean? Like, look at how many people are going through the same thing and understanding energies and understanding archetypes and healing. And you know, how many people are there that, you know, are going through this journey and coming up with the same information, you know, different people who've never spoken coming to the same conclusions, right? And like we talked about in the beginning, you know, everybody's experience is a little bit different. Maybe everybody's interpretation is a little bit different, but the metaphor, you guys have me speaking in all types of language. I love that. You guys are, what is the word? I feel this like intellectual vibe off of you right now. And I'm feeling like just put together and, you know, I don't know, whatever. You know, you're wearing, you know, you're just dressed to impress and people respect you and you speak the truth and you're viewed as intellectual. Side note. But yes, this path is real. You've been on it and you've done the work, okay? If that's the one thing we need to move past, then let's move past it to get to this new beginning, okay? To complete out this cycle, to move this, to make the final judgment, okay? Trust your path. Trust your gifts. Trust your experiences. Trust your intellect. Trust enough to take the guard down, which, like I said, you're willing to do. So cool. Trust the new perspectives that are coming in, okay? Beautiful. All right, what else? What am I led to right now? Yeah, let's do it. This is the Fairy Tale Oracle. The Fairy Tale Oracle. I have the guidebook over here. Let me grab it so I can just show you. And then, you know what, I'm just gonna grab this one too so I can shout her out because we used it as well. This is the last one we used with the transformation and trust your path, the work your light, was by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, and that's the guidebook that comes with it. Rebecca Campbell, if you want to check it out. Maybe I'll put links in the description box. I don't know. All right. And then this one is Lucy Cavendish with the artwork by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, hyphenated. And this is the Fairy Tale Oracle. And these have been extremely transformative for me. They're extremely healing. I don't know how deep things will get, but we don't know until we try, right? So let's try. Let's try. All right, what guidance do we have for Scorpio during this extremely transformative and reflective and eye-opening time? What message? The one that fell over here. There's like 3 more over here. I'm not going to take them because we would be on this video all day. One took the lead and flew out, so that's the one we're going to take. And it is Hansell Survival. Okay, this is a card 4. And what I'm really pulling off of this card at this time, with you feeling like you have to protect yourselves with that 9 of Wands, like that's like survival mode. You know what I mean? That's like protecting yourself to survive, to keep yourself protected. And that is an energy that is an energy that you know very well, right? Whether it's like you really actually needed to, you know, do things to survive, you know, maybe like with finances, maybe like finances have been thin, or, you know, people have like, you know, constantly tried to break your boundaries. I don't see you guys like really giving into that too much. Or things like that, but I do, you know, you're coming out of this. This is also, you know, what really triggered it for you. You getting sick and tired of just surviving in life, right? You wanted there to be something more, so you went out and found out that, hey, there actually is more. There actually is more. And this being a card 4, it's all about your foundation, which from this entire reading, it looks like your entire foundation, what you believed to be true, has like had this upheaval. You've went through all those, you know, probably quite a few tower moments from the energy I'm getting on this reading. You know, your foundation has been shaken quite a few times, and that's what has gotten you to this new strong foundation, you know, this new belief system, the belief, whatever you believe, right? Whatever you believe to be true. These new, bigger beliefs, right? Like these less restrictive beliefs that you've come into, you know, was all triggered by this constant survival. I mean, you think about the tale of Hansel and Gretel, you know, there's like a witch trying to cook them and eat them. And he kind of had to get resourceful and, you know, really use his intellect to figure out a way out. And I think he like ended up pretending that he was like, he ended up putting the witch in the oven or something like that. And so he got out of the situation, and he used his intellect and his wits and everything like that to do it. And you guys have done the same. You guys have done the same. And that's absolutely beautiful. Interesting message to get off that card. And look, there's a little gingerbread house on here. So Merry Christmas, Merry early Christmas. If you do celebrate, happy holidays to everybody else. If you do celebrate, Merry Christmas. Maybe this is also a sign to connect with your inner child a little bit. And if you have kids, do a gingerbread house with them. And if you don't have kids, do a gingerbread house anyway. Okay? Maybe you think, maybe your old belief system would have said, I can't go and buy a gingerbread house for myself. I'm an adult. Yes, you can. Okay? Go do it. I've built 2 gingerbread houses in the last 3 years, and it's been a really satisfying and cool experience. You know what I mean? This is my dog, Roberto Giovanni. Hi. Okay, no, you can't sit on me right now, my love. I'm finishing up Scorpio's reading. Okay? All right, let's see here. Do we want angel messages or animal messages? Yes. Let's pull one from each. I'm going to try and move through it quick because I know this video is getting a little bit lengthy. What angels? Okay, that was quick. Surrender. Surrender to the process. Zafkiel. Okay, I'm really getting like sacral chakra vibes, and I also get that off this, like this creative new beginning. Surrender to the fact that the old cycle is closing, the new cycle is opening up, and with that, you know, things can get slightly uncomfortable, okay? Where you're going is an incredibly huge place. It's an incredibly new place and amazing place, right? So there might be a couple more kinks that need to be worked out with your foundation. You know what I mean? You really believing strongly in your foundation. So surrender to all of the things in your life that might seem like they're going, you know, out of control, right? Like just surrender. I know by this point you've really learned how to do this, okay? And so just don't forget to do this, okay? In each moment, okay? That's your guidance. And also maybe a sacral chakra healing. You know, there's so many things. You can do a guided meditation. You can do binaural beats with it. You can do so much. And then also, you know, see if there are other further messages. Google this angel. It's Zaphkiel. Okay? See if there are any further messages that you are guided to at this time. Okay, you guys? All right. Let's see if the animals have anything for you. The animals are the messengers. We'll see if the animals have any further messages and guidance. Yes. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation, right? Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your judgment, okay? And any situations that may make you feel like you need to go into surrender mode and surrender to it, you're getting tested to see if you're going to trust yourself, okay? Once and for all. Once and for all. Do I trust me? You do. I know you guys do. You wouldn't be where you're at if you didn't, okay? And then always see if the shark has any further messages for you. The shark is, I've been afraid of sharks my whole life, side note. Check out, see what you're guided to. Look at pictures of them. Google shark, spiritual meaning. What has he got for you at this time? Shark's with you. And then finally, okay, like I said, we are going to close out this meeting with a reading. We're going to close out this reading with a reading from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. All right? And we'll see how to tie in everything. All right, Spirit. Guides. I'm not taking three. I'm not reading three things. Is that like defiant of me? Sorry, guys. Sorry. We'll do one more shuffle, and then I think I'm just going to cut the deck and like kind of really feel out the cards. You know what I mean? And take whatever's on top, and then we'll get to reading. All right, Scorpio. I'm feeling like I need to go deep in the deck because you are deep in your journey, right? I'm feeling like near the bottom. And then we'll pull the top one off here. The Mask, you guys. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to really do any intuitive messages with these cards, but you've been wearing a certain mask your entire life, and you're sick of it, and you're done with it, and you want to take it off. You're tired of other people wearing masks. You're tired of playing by the rules. You know, you're tired of these old, outdated beliefs that you don't maybe never even have subscribed to, but kind of surrendered to just to make your own life easier. You're tired of the facade, Scorpio. And you're taking off your own mask and being an example to so many others. It's okay, right? To be seen. It's okay to take the card down and let our true selves be seen. And I think that's what you're really learning. Let's read. Let's see what further messages we have from the reading, and then we'll close out and we'll say our see you laters. The mask. The mask. This is on page, this is card 61. Sorry, you guys. It's card 61. So that breaks down to a 7. And that is all about like spiritual enlightenment, which more and more and more and more, you know, you're getting that confirmation to trust that you have went through a serious journey of spiritual enlightenment. And you will continue, like all of us, for the rest of your life. 187. Let's read. Let's read, you guys. All right. The mask, the persona, the performance, the reveal. Ooh, you guys are going to reveal something. We often think of a mask as something that conceals our identity. Yet contemplate the possibility that the mask permits our true identity to be revealed. You're finding out who you truly are. And it's in the middle of that Venn diagram, right? It's not in one side or the other, which you probably hopped back and forth from one side or the other. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can go in the middle. And that's who I am. The mask gives voice to that which was previously rejected. Yeah, I can see Scorpio, you guys like rejecting it, right? When this card appears, enact the side of you that is seeking expression. Seeking expression, yet was never given a role to play on the stage of your life. You are in the realm of theater, so anything is possible. Speak with the other's voice, embody the other's limbs. You are taking part in the ritual of expanding the self. I mean, is that not what we've been talking about? You have been like expanding your consciousness. There may be mischief and deception around, and others may be trying on new masks too. No one is sure who is who. It's likely you've become so attached to a single mask that you need to fall face forward. Surrender, you guys, right? Fall face forward into this perception bending time. Trust it and surrender it, okay? Reveals what has been suppressed, right? I have a feeling that this energy is very revealing to what has been suppressed, the parts of you that have been suppressed. This energy is revealing to you the parts that have been suppressed. This energy is revealing to you the parts that have been suppressed. It's amazing, you guys. Let's see. When in light, well, we already read that. As the Zen koan suggests, meditate on your original face, the one you had before your mother and father were born. You guys, that's deep. That's deep, okay? That's talking about like your soul. Like meditate on who you truly are, your soul. Like not this, not the human body, not the experience we've attached ourselves to on this earth playing field, but who you truly are before your mother and father were born, right? Before they were even born. So we're not even talking about you being born. We're talking about them being born. Deep. Think of a mask or costume you wore that felt empowering, marvelous, or fun. Who was it that you were being? Is that who still within you? I love that. So yeah, like reflect maybe on, you know, the costumes and the things that you've always been drawn to. And I have a feeling that moving forward on your journey, like they're going to have more messages to you, more enlightenment to help you make this final judgment call and move into the next chapter with absolute passion. You're filled with spirit and passion and everything like that. You guys, I am so proud of you. I don't know if anybody's told you that lately, but like, this is not easy work to do. And you have like looked it in the face and you have decided to do it and you've done a lot of it. And I commend you for that. Like truly the light in me honors the light in you. I thank you for that because, you know, as just like a fellow, you know, somebody who embraces transformation, it's nice to have more people out there doing this work, you know, and you're raising the vibration of the planet by doing your work. And it makes it a better earth experience for every single person here just by raising your own vibration. You know, if you're feeling a little bit bored and kind of lost, like because you haven't really, you're not at this point of your journey yet where you're like jumping into the passionate new beginning. Know that every single time you decide to do this, that you're raising the vibration, which is in turn raising the vibration of this planet. It's a team effort, you guys, and you have been doing your part. So thank you. I would love to hear in the comments down below, you know, any part of this message that resonated with you. I think that's so cool. Let's start a conversation. If you like this video and got something out of it, would love for you to hit that like button. And of course, we need to subscribe, right? Because I can't wait to see like what the next energy is for you guys, like where you're going and what comes through. And so I hope you guys are excited as me to see that next message. So you hit subscribe and we can do it together. All right. I will see you next time. I love you so much. All right. Bye guys.